Hello, my name is Snorf, and I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Ghost Wii U gameplay and commentary onto my channel. You're watching a Domination gameplay on the map Octane. I got myself a Domination gameplay because what I'm going to be talking about today will probably go on for a long period of time. I might even have to use a second gameplay. But in this video, I'm going to be offering my thoughts on the Wii U, PS4 and Xbox One. And you know, a lot of people might think I'm going to be pro Nintendo in this video, but I'm going to be as balanced as possible. Now, over here in the UK, the Wii U has been outsold by the PS4 and Xbox One already. I should say the Wii U's lifetime sales over here in the UK have been, you know, outdone by the PS4 and Xbox One already. Now, a lot of people say, oh yeah, the PS4 and Xbox One are miles better, that's why it's selling, you know, so well. I think it's the case of that, you know, Wii U's advertising hasn't been the best, and I did make a video about that last week. I will leave a link to that in the description. I'm not going to go into the Wii U's advertising because I've already made a video about that, but I think that's the main reason why the Wii U hasn't been selling that well. Now, a lot of people this time last year, and especially from the PS3 and Xbox 360, you know, they were slagging off the Wii U's launch, and for me, I think the Wii U's launch is much better than the PS4 and Xbox One's launch. You know, this time last year, they made out like the Xbox One and PS4 were the bee's knees. They made it out like, oh, just you wait, it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. And for me, I kind of feel like the PS4 and Xbox One are a bit of a letdown. I don't see a massive jump from, you know, the PS3 and 360 to the PS4 and Xbox One. Some of the features, like the share feature on the PS4, you get to share, you know, is it 15 minutes worth of gameplay? But I don't think you can upload it directly to YouTube. And, you know, the Xbox One's, you know, you can capture your last 5 minutes of gameplay, but the quality isn't the best. I don't see the point of that because I've got a capture card that can do that already, and some of these features that on these new consoles don't impress me at all. It's like you're paying so much money for these consoles, and you got something better already out there. That's just my opinion on that. But yeah, going back to the launch of the Wii U. A lot of people slagging off the launch games, and they said, oh, just wait until the PS4 and Xbox One come out. Those launch games are going to be so much better. Oh, you know, where's your humble pie now? You know, you need to go and get yourself humble pie because the Wii U's launch games much better than the PS4 and Xbox One games. And I probably will go in depth about this in a new video where I'm going to compare you know, the Metacritic scores of the Wii U's launch games with the PS4 and Xbox One, because the Wii U's launch games Metacritically are much better than the PS4 and Xbox One, and they're just the launch games. That ain't counting games like Pikmin 3, Super Mario 3D World as well. That's just, you know, counting the launch games. And like I said, a lot of people slagging off the Wii U's launch. And I just feel like the same people, they wouldn't slag off the PS4 and Xbox One's launch. For me, I'm just going to talk briefly about the Xbox One now, but for me, I feel like that's overpriced. It's £100 more than the PS4, and the reason why that is because of Kinect. Every single console has a Kinect. And that's why it is £100 more than the PS4. But if you look at the launch games, not one of them make you go, oh my god, I have to get an Xbox One because it uses Kinect really, really well. And I don't feel like you'll have that experience with the Xbox One in its life cycle. I really don't see that happening. I think Kinect is only there for you just to say Xbox on, Xbox switch to my TV, Xbox do some other shit that I don't really care about. You know, that's what I just feel like the Kinect is for. Now, Microsoft they make you have a Kinect, because then if developers use it, they have access to every single every single Xbox One owner. Whereas before the Xbox 360, not everybody bought a Kinect, so now they have access to every single Xbox One user if they want to create a game that utilizes the Kinect really well. But I don't see that sort of thing happening. If you ask a lot of Xbox One users, they would have said, yeah, I would rather have the console to be cheaper than to have Kinect. I feel like the Xbox One target market, the first-person shooter sort of gamer, won't really use the Kinect in any games that will utilise it. I can't see games like Call of Duty, Halo, utilising the Kinect really well. And like I said before, I can't really see a sort of situation where I go, oh my god, this game, it really uses Kinect really well, it changes gaming. I can't really see the Wii Sports effect on Kinect, and for me, that is why I don't see the point of charging £100 more for something which you probably will never use in its life cycle. That's just my opinion on the Xbox One. I feel like the Xbox One costs too much. The games are crap. Rise, you're paying £45, and apparently the campaign is really, really short. And Rise got something like a score of 60 or 70 Metacritic left, something like that. Which for a so-called better system, you don't have better games, is it? Let's be honest. I feel like the Wii U is the best console out there for gamers at this moment in time. It's best. For me, it's the best consumer-friendly product. You don't have to pay for online, unlike the other two consoles. The console's cheaper, and the games are generally cheaper as well. Now that will come in time with the PS4 and Xbox One, but right now, you can get so many games for the Wii U at a relatively cheaper price. And like I said before, it's going to happen with the Xbox One and PS4 in time. Just that those games are going to cost £45 because those consoles have already just come out. But for me, Forza 5, it was one of the Xbox One games that really, really appealed to me. But when I looked deeply into it, I heard about microtransactions. And for me, microtransactions shouldn't happen in a £45 game. You should be able to unlock every single thing in the game without having to pay for it in a £45 game. And basically with Forza 5, you get tokens by winning races and that, and you use tokens to unlock cars. But one car in particular, you have to play the game, excuse me for the voice crack there, but you have to play the game for a long period of time to be able to unlock that car. Now the other way around it is you can actually pay for tokens with real world money. And if you buy all of the tokens needed to get that car, then it costs you £32.50. So if you put that on top of the £45 you pay for the game, plus the £400 you pay for the Xbox One, that is a hell of a lot of money just for one game. And I just feel like the Xbox One is a bit of a rip-off at this moment in time, I really do. And £420 plus your £50 a year for Xbox Live or whatever amount it is, you're still having to pay for online. I know the same for the PS4 as well, but it is a little bit cheaper because the console's cheaper. For me, the Xbox One is a bit of a rip-off. That's just my opinion. I feel like it costs way too much. It costs the consumer way too much just for games like Rise, which are really, really short. Oh yeah, the graphics on that game are absolutely amazing. But yeah, but how many times are you going to play in that game? Once you complete it, that's it, you're done. You're pretty much done, ain't you? I heard somewhere that the games only last for about 5 hours on Rise. The campaign only lasts for 5 hours. That ain't worth, £45 for me. 5 hours worth of campaign, or however long it is. I know it is short. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy for me. Now the PS4, for me, it is the better consumer-friendly product out of the two. because you know it's obviously £100 cheaper. But I'm just going to say this: at this moment in time, I don't see the reason to upgrade to the PS4 and Xbox One, because the games that are coming out for those systems are already out on the PS3 360 and sometimes the Wii U. It's like, for me, the most exciting next-gen game, Titanfall, you can already get on your 360. You can get it on your PC if you've got a capable PC that can run games at a high caliber. But for me, I don't see the point in upgrading to an Xbox One to a PS4 just to get games that you can already get on your current gen system. If you ask the vast majority of gamers who have bought an Xbox One and PS4, they'll say, yeah, I've got Battlefield 4, I've got FIFA 14, I've got Call of Duty Ghosts, I've got Assassin's Creed 4. Games that they've already got on their current gen system. And for me, that is the main reason why I don't see the point in upgrading to a PS4 and Xbox One now, because you're paying £400 plus for games that you can already get on your current gen system. Alright, and they might be graphically better, and that's another thing that I'm going to be talking about in a minute, but you know, for me, it's not worth spending £400 just for a game that you can already get on your other system. Now, in time, when better games come out, I think that the Xbox One and PS4, they're the systems to get. But for me, this generation, it should be a Wii U and PS4, Wii U and Xbox One, Wii U and Steam Box, Wii U and PC. And that's what I feel like, because Wii U will have the best first party games out of them all. That's just my opinion. And he's got games like Mario Kart 8 coming out. That's just one example. Super Mario 3D World, the new Zelda, you know, Wind Waker already. For me, that's the main reason why Smash Brothers, you know, it should be a Wii U and PS4 generation, Wii U and Xbox One. It should be, you know, you should have a Wii U and another system. I feel like you do need to have another system this time around. That's what I'm going to be doing in time. Last generation, I was just only a Nintendo Wii. No, I was basically just a Nintendo owner in that generation. But with this generation, I think that you're going to have to buy another system for third-party games like Battlefield 4, like Star Wars Battlefront, and you know, other third-party titles that will probably will not come to the Wii U, because I think third-party support might drop with the Wii U from pretty much now onwards, especially with Ubisoft's games like, the Division. That's why I feel like you have to get another system to play those third-party games, or another way to, you know, play your games, whether it's through PC or whatever. I feel like, you know, you have to get another system to be able to play games that will not come to the Wii U, like GTA 5 for example. You know, the next GTA game probably won't come to the Wii U, so that's probably why, you know, you have to get another system to play games like that. But at this moment in time, I don't see a point in upgrading to an Xbox One and PS4, because there's not enough games out there to warrant a £400 purchase. Now, you know, going back to what I said before about the graphics, how the graphics are better, you know, they are a little bit better, but don't get me wrong, they are a little bit better, but are they really £400 worth? You know, I don't see the change on the leap from the PS2 to the PS3, from the PS3 to the PS4, and same with the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. I don't see there being a leap that big. Don't get me wrong, there is a little bit of a leap, but you know, like I said before, I don't think it's £400 worth. I really don't. In time, you know, the graphics will be better, because these games that are coming out now are launch games, and launch games always look worse than the games that are going to be coming out later on, due to the fact that, you know, developers haven't had a lot of time to work with the systems. But at this moment in time, for me, the other two systems aren't worth getting. It's overpriced. Pretty much overpriced garbage at this moment in time, especially with the amount of games that are out there, and the games that are out there, you know, they are pretty much crap. If you look at the Metacritic scores, Knack that got something like 60, but it's still outselling the Super Mario 3D World over here in the UK, which really does surprise me. It really does make me think, how, thick some people are. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on this whole generation of gaming. I feel like the Xbox One is overpriced at this moment in time, and I feel like the console's too big as well. I think in time what they should do, they should release a slim Xbox One, but whether they do that is another thing. I just feel like this new generation of gaming costs a lot. It costs way too much, especially in this economic climate. You know, with Forza 5, for example, I know there's other ways to get that car, but £32.50 to get a car in a £45 game. Whatever happened to games where you buy your game and you actually get everything what you want in that game? You actually get everything that you should get in that game. I just feel like games are just heading in a situation where you pay for a game and it gets broken up either through microtransactions or with DLC. It's like I don't agree with day one DLC. Why don't you just put that on the disc? And that's just my opinion on that. But for me, the Wii U is the best console out there at the moment, and I think it will be for the next year as well. It's like in time I probably will get another system to play games with my mates. Play games like Battlefield 4 and the next GTA game, Star Wars Battlefront especially, because EA are making that game, or DICE are for EA, and I can't see EA bringing another Wii U game to another game to the Wii U. So that's why I will get another next gen system in time. But for me at this moment in time, I've got plenty of great games on the Wii U for me to play. I've got games coming out of my ears pretty much, and I still got games from the launch period, a lot of Batman Arkham City, New Super Mario Bros. U to still get, and I might get Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4, Batman Origins as well. I'm going to be getting that in time. Plus all of the other games that are coming out in 2014, like Watch Dogs. That's another thing, isn't it? Watch Dogs. That's a lot of reasons why people wanted to buy a PS4 and Xbox One. Why don't you just get it for your 360 and your PS3? That's just my opinion on that. I've got games like X coming out, Watch Dogs, Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, and all of the other games that are going to be coming out in 2014. Pretty much, I'm going to be having so many games to play on my Wii U that I don't need another system at this moment in time. But like I said, in time, I probably will get another system to be able to play games like, GTA 5, like I've already said before already. So yeah, I'm approaching the end of this gameplay, or this video I should say. To summarise, I think the Xbox One, PS4, I don't think they're worth getting at this moment in time, because I don't see the reason to get them at this moment in time. And I feel like a lot of gamers out there are thick as shit, because to get another next gen system to play games that they can already own on the current gen system, it's just because, it's the next best thing to have in it. That's the reason why that they're getting it. It's just, oh my god, it's the next cool thing to get. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on this whole generation of gaming. A lot of people give the Wii U stick, especially last year with the launch games, and I don't see the same people looking at the PS4 and Xbox One's launch titles, and they're not saying exactly the same thing, which it's just fanboys all over, innit? And a lot of people say, Snuff, you're a Nintendo fanboy, and I totally disagree with you, because for me, a fanboy wouldn't slag off the Wii U's advertising. A fanboy wouldn't say, yeah, the Wii U, it needs to have features like, party chat. Features that have been in place since 2006, and in 2013 we haven't got those features. So I'm far from a Wii U fanboy, but like I said, for me at this moment in time, the Wii U is the best console to get in terms of games, and in terms of being the best consumer friendly product out there at this moment in time. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 gameplays. But until next time, I'm out of here for now. I really would appreciate if you guys hit that like button, because this video is 20 minutes long. Let me know if you watched this video all the way through in the comment section as well, or tweet me saying you watched this video all the way through. That really would, help me out. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, and you're going to be seeing a lot of, Ghost Wii U commentaries from me, and a lot of Wii U gameplays as well. But until next time, I'm out of here for now. Goodbye.